Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good night, good evening, or good day whenever you're listening to this. Today, we're going to get into Tower of God, Season 3, Chapter 70. Um, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I'm just happy Tower of God's back. It almost feels unreal. About a year now, this month, you know, it stopped coming out. Um, but I'm not going to wait around for it. I want to get into this chapter. Let me know what you guys think down below. Anything. Okay. So the game was started last time. The game is ready and the participants are on the field. Oh, Princess, I guess talking to Macheni. Please send me the participants chosen to take part in the game. So cat emoji. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Got a cat tower. Oh, the name of the game. That's what it is. I'm not sure where he got this idea, but Army Corps Commander Yasrat sure knows how to make things interesting. I like it. Have fun, little brother. Ren, is that Ren in the background? It's either Ran or it's either Ran or it might be what's her brother? I forget his name, but from the hidden floor, there was the guy with them, the dark blue hair, chewing the bubble gum. I definitely forget his name, but I think he was in it. He could be back there. I wonder if they're still together. Activate the timer on the teleport device. Set the limit to 10 minutes after 20 turns. If the timer runs out, Ginseng Hall will be sealed into the suspension. Okay, so this is the penalty for Bam. Game board. Van Kel, ready. Calivan, ready. Bam. Is this my map? If you like, I can tell you about your map. Would you like me to? Yeah, sure. Does Bam have his own light bearer? Who's the purple? Who's got the purple lighthouse? This map is called Two Choices. What's unique about this map is that they're divided into two main routes. The route shown in the red is the jumping route, and the blue route is the safe route. Okay. I wonder. I wonder if that's sort of a shortcut. You know, like you land on the space and teleport you up. The safe route allows you to reach your destination while traveling more or less in a straight line, while the jumping route has a jumping stand that allows you to skip ahead to your destination. The jumping stand is right next to your destination, so it allows you to get there more quickly. Okay, I'm sure we're about to get the caveat though. But you'll have to fight a mat boss in a special prison on the same field as the jumping stand. Prisons refer to cube-shaped prisons with enemies in them. When participants pass through a field with a prison in it, they can choose whether or not to fight the enemies. In special prisons, however, you must fight the enemies, and the battle on the special field continues indefinitely regardless of the number of turns. Plus, the enemies in the special prisons are very strong. I wouldn't be surprised if they've got some high rankers or something in there, some people from the army. Okay, so it seems pretty straightforward. If you play Candyland, you'll get it. Okay. So, knowing Bam, he's probably going to go for the jump, fastest way there. I mean, he'll probably be willing to fight the boss. I think most of them are probably going to go that route. I can't see a lot of these hot-headed leaders going, the straight line, the normal way. But I'm really curious to see who's in these special prisons. This map has a limit of 20 turns, so if you don't reach your destination in 20 turns, you fail the game. Okay, and how are they supposed to move forward? And you lose the chance to rescue your master. The game is starting soon, do you understand? Yes. Attention all participants on the field. The first turn is now beginning. You may now begin moving participants. Okay. For your information, the cat next to you will help you get around the field. Just tell the cat what direction you want to go in and how many squares. However, if there is a prison on the route that you choose, you will stop at the prison, and you have to eliminate all the enemies in the prison within 10 minutes in order to begin moving right away on your next turn. What happens if I don't beat all the enemies in 10 minutes? What happens if I don't beat all the enemies in 10 minutes? Then you'll have to stay there on the next turn too. Oh, so okay. So we got penalties if you don't beat them within the time limit. Which means you return. If you don't open the prison door, you don't have to fight the enemies, but that also means that you'll lose a turn. If you want to reach your destination within a limited number of turns, it's better to fight and defeat the enemies. I don't think that would be a problem for any of them. I mean, I'm sure Yasraj has some more issues in this game. I can't see what they are at this moment, but this so far this seems pretty easy enough for who the four they've chosen. All of them are willing to box at any moment in time. Bam will probably struggle, of course. But I'm curious to see what else is there. Okay, where shall I take you? I want to go 3 squares straight ahead. Okay, interesting. There is a prison in your way. If you choose not to open the prison and fight the enemies, you have to stay here for another turn. Would you like to open the prison? Okay. Maybe he's testing out. Maybe he's testing it out. Yes, very well. The prison door is now open. Who's going to come out, or what's going to come out? You must now fight the enemies that come out of the prison. If you beat them in less than 10 minutes, you can continue moving forward right away on your next turn. Otherwise, you'll have to stay here for your next turn, too. Hold on. You got a stream issue? Interesting. Everything looks fine. Is everything good with the live stream? Everything seems okay on my end. Alright, well, if it starts bugging out, let me know. Alright, something's growling. Bam shocked. Oh, what the fuck are these? What? I wish I could show you guys this, but if you're reading along, you're... What the fuck are these? Those are the enemies. Yeah, they're the enemies. They're in prison. Whatever they did it. There are more of them than I expected, but I have to beat them in 10 minutes. Alright, get the Shinsu rings going. Just so you know, elimination means completely killing the enemies. They are not counted as being eliminated if they're still breathing. Now go ahead and begin fighting. Okay, Bam. You ready? Are they blocking him? They're stronger than the other enemies. Freedom. We want freedom. Oh, so they're sentient. They can speak. They're not just kind of like savage-looking animals. Is that their leader? Freedom. Oh, Bam's about to get motivated, isn't he? Oh, is this reverse flow control? Oh, okay. Well, I kind of want to see a little bit more of that, but no, we can go to Yama. What's this? It's just a bunch of prisons in a straight line. Oh shit. Don't tell me he picked the worst way. That's right. This roadmap is a special gift from Lord Yasraj to you, Lord Yama. Okay. This is one of the... It's happening now. This is one of those things. It's a simple map. All you have to do is defeat the enemies in the boxes right in front of you and keep moving forward. There's no need to worry about finding the right way. It's a perfect map for the leader of the Knucklehead Canines. But be careful not to wear yourself out before you reach Lord Yasrach. There's no chance of that, dumbass. And don't talk down to me just because I can't see you. I'll kill you too. Hey Yasrach, why don't you fight me man to man instead of making me jump through those ridiculous hoops, you coward? You don't seriously expect me to get tired before I reach you, do you? The first turn has begun. Alright, he's just watching. Got his catnip probably. Don't speak too soon. Let's see what you've got. The participants may now begin moving. The game has begun. Would you like to move? Of course I'd like to move, as far as possible. So this is going to be a real battle of endurance for Yama. I hope he doesn't have to get pushed into his full transformation state, or else... yeah, it's not going to be good when he reaches Yasrach. Alright, let's see what kind of enemies they gave him. There is a prison in your way. Would you like to open the prison? If you choose not to open the prison, you'll have to stay here for another turn. Of course I want to open it. I'm kind of mad that they would even ask him. He doesn't have a choice on this map. Okay, the door's opening. And, oh, they gave him some shark people? Alright, dog versus sharks. I'll let you in on a little secret, Yama. The enemies in these cages are species I've captured, brainwashed, and dominated. Just like you, canines and hostages. I promise to set them free if they can hold you back for one turn. Wow. Okay, hold on. I gotta pause on that for a second. So, in the tower, we know that there are a lot of humanoid species. You've got the dogs, of course. They seem to be a subspecies of a modified branch of the great family, the Lopobia. And we also know that there's creatures like Rak. But, you know, to see these other things, they kind of look like, you know, a little bit like, you know, little rackish. And then you've got these shark guys. I really, you know, we're going to see just how many of these other creatures exist in this tower. Man. And it's crazy to think that they can all be just so, you know, kind of like, what's the term they use? Amina? Yeah, I think that's it, Amina. And they can just control all these species. It's kind of wild, you know, and it kind of makes me think, if this is Yasrach, he's just a commander in the army. We don't even know if he's a family head. I would assume he'd be a family head. It makes sense. Not the top, but of course a branch family. In their case, it's pretty massive. But it really makes me think, what does the family head, the one who's the irregular, came and went with Jihad, what is this man capable of? Because if I'm led to believe, Yasrach is the slayer that's supposed to go up against that family leader. So if he's struggling with maintaining control from Yasrach, who dominated his father, what's he gonna do if he has to go against him? I know I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but you know, just something to think on. Like as Yama's going through with this up into his fight with Yasrach, I'm sure this is going to give him, you know, some power boost necessary to really keep going, and you know, overall be better. But more and more, I wonder how they're going to go ahead and fight these end battles. All right, so, let's see Yama's reaction to this. Son of a. Just so you know, this map has a limit of 20 turns. If they delay you by even a single turn, you won't be able to reach me. If the game ends before you get to me, all the hostages in the cat tower will die automatically. So, did he give him like 20 straight prisons to have to fight through? That's kind of wild. It's a question of whether you lose and allow them to go free, or whether you beat them and save your precious canines. Isn't this a fun game? Oh, he's evil, evil. All right, I think I kind of like Yasrach. I'm a villain guy. If you know, I've never said that before. I'm a villain guy, and when you're just when you're just naturally evil and shit like this, I can get behind it. This is getting more interesting. What's he saying to himself? I hid a little present for you along the way too, so give it your best shot. Oh, I wonder if he's got canines in there. You bastard. Alright, we go back to Bam. Come here and fight me for our freedom, Creature yells. Freedom, what's he talking about? Allow me to explain. Okay, the lighthouse. This is one of the species that was defeated and imprisoned by Lord Yasrach. If they manage to defeat you or delay you by one turn in this game, Lord Yasrach promised to grant their species freedom. They're fighting you for the sake of their own freedom. Wow. If you feel sorry for them, you can let them win or just waste a turn. It's your choice whether you want to sacrifice your own goal for their freedom, or whether you want to defeat them and move ahead for the sake of your own goal. That's so cruel. It is. The cat tower before the start of the game. Everyone's here. You're all on the top floor of the cat tower. In a moment, you will enter the cat tower through here and play a game. Okay. The game that you will be taking part in is called Cat and Mouse. Okay. Let's see what Coon is about to do. Yes, there are several mice running around the cat tower as we speak. Anyone who catches one of those mice may leave the cat tower and teleport to a map on a route of their choice. Since the captains may only move for up to 4 turns each for the sake of maintaining the balance of the game, if you move to a map after catching a mouse, you will be taken to a spot 4 squares away from the captain. Okay. So catch the mouse, you get teleported into the game. Okay, so this is how they get to come in and aid them. Now I really want to know who's in there waiting. If the enemy catches a mouse, you'll be taken to a random spot if the enemy catches a mouse, you will be taken to a random square right next to the captain. But after the 10th turn, you will be sent directly to where the captain is, regardless of whether an ally or an enemy kills a mouse. Okay, by means of a simple game, the light bearer may communicate with the field and change various game elements in the cat tower's control room. Sounds like a position for Coon, but that's probably won't have to fight for it. It's connected to the field, so you can go look for it. And as for the spear bearer, they can reach the field's observation platform through the control room. Okay, so then you can have dominance of height. From there, they can throw their spear and try to hit a participant on the field. If a participant is hit with the spear, they will be kicked off the field. Since there are a lot of you, for the sake of fairness, the new 4th Army Corps and Manchani's minions will be joining in the Cat Tower game. The new 4th Army Corps and Manchani's minions? Yeah, ship. Yeah. Fucked. I wonder what kind of monsters will be up against. It just keeps getting better and better. Now use your pocket to select the position that you want to choose carefully. Okay, we got a couple different people here. Oh, Karaka. Oh, White's here too. Okay, good. I'm like, where are these guys? Like, you can't leave them out of this. Alright, let's get Karaka teleported to Bam instantly, because we know he's going to want to save him. All participants have chosen their positions. You will now be taken to the cat tower. Enjoy the game. Oh, is that Doom? Inside the cat tower. Han Sung, you, my boy. So this is the cat tower, huh? Seeing that I'm all by myself, the cat tower itself must consist of several different rooms. I don't see a way out of this room. What's that? It sure looks suspicious. Yeah, someone's probably going to come out. There are 3 more holes on the other side too. They're the same shape but much smaller. What are they for? Is that for the mouse? Might be for the mouse. I'd better try to find Lady Evankhell and see where she's headed to. I wish they'd hurry up and start the game already. Find the mice, squeak, squeak. Why did I say it like that? Participants, in order to begin the cat and mouse game, I will open the floodgates in each room. Okay, that's probably them. There will be a sudden burst of water, but this is a natural part of the game, so please don't be alarmed. Water keeps pouring out of the floodgates. I don't think the game will start if I just keep waiting around here holding back the water. He said the water is a natural part of the game, so maybe I'm supposed to let the water carry me through one of the holes in the wall. Or, yeah, in that wall. I don't like the idea of letting the water carry me away, but I don't have a choice. Flow with the water, man. That's like your whole Shinsu type. Flow with the water. Okay, White. He's just existing. Menace. Love him. Karaka. He's in his ball. Oh, what's her name? Mule Love. Thank you for participating in the Cat Tower game. You must each find and kill the mice in the place where the water carries you. However, please keep in mind that there are not only allies in the cat tower. Is the game finally starting now? I'm so glad you're my first opponent, Blondie. Ooh, who's this? A feline? Okay, this is one of Yasrach's people. This is going to be fun. This game isn't off to a good start. Now, Han Sung-yu's nice, but if I remember correctly, he's all like technique and not so much power. Like he's a genius, like wave controller. It's been a while. I'm due for a reread of the series. But if I remember correctly, he's more so technique than power. I'm not saying he's not nice. Evankhell has a lot of faith in him, and that goes a long way. But I wonder how he's going to do in this case. Another part of the cat tower. Okay, who's this matchup? White. Who got the unlucky pick? Who's about to become food? I can't believe I had to get my feet wet. What a rude place. I'd better not stay here for too long. Look at his drip, man. I love White's final form. I'm so glad that we got to see it, because he looks like a menace, man. I know Bam's gonna have to fight him eventually. Squeak. Oh, he found a mouse. I guess I'm supposed to kill that mouse in order to reach the field. Great. Looks like I'll be able to get out of here sooner than I thought. I can't believe you're the first enemy I encounter in the cat tower. It's truly an honor, Lord White. Ooh. Why is he flinch like that? Is this someone who knows him from the past? Hey, I don't know who you are, but keep it down. You'll scare away the mouse. I'm so grateful. Division Commander of the new 4th Army Corps, Lopobia Urayo. Urayo? Find out. I'm so grateful. Oh, this guy looks like a real Buddhist type. Oh. He has 4 pairs of arms. I wonder what kind of fighter he is. To get to talk to you like this right before your death, I think we'll have lots to talk about, don't you? Oh, he's talking a lot of shit for someone who's fighting White. Even when it's like, who is this nuisance? I knew it seemed too easy. Is that right? Well, I don't really have anything to say to you. The only talking I'm going to do is with my sword. All right. First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Division Commander Yario. I work for Lord Liberic, the commander of the new 4th Army Corps. Good for you, I don't care. Let me propose something before the fight. What? Would you like to team up with us temporarily? Is he trying to negotiate? Team up with you? What do you mean? You already have all the power you want. There's no point in staying here in this war any longer. If you help us with this game, I'll help you get out of here safely. So you're saying, if I let you have this mouse, you'll let me leave this war safely? That's right. The Army Corps commander always keeps his promises, so you don't have to worry. I think I'll pass. I still have some unfinished business here. Unfinished business? Yeah, I'm waiting for my last feast. Oh, he's waiting for Bams at the very end. That's right. And I don't intend to leave this war until then. Last feast. And I don't team up with anyone. I either make them surrender or I devour them. Some have thought of me as a leader and followed me. But I'm actually a predator by nature. So no one has ever stayed by my side until the end. Too bad. I thought I might be able to reason with you. I told you, I'm not interested in talking. And you leave me no choice. We'll just have to settle this. Right now. Are they both moving for the mouse? Okay, big guy's moving for the mouse. White's behind big guy. He was after me, not the mouse. Ooh, you played wrong. Do you think you would catch the mouse before I caught you? Or did you think my sword wouldn't cut you? Whatever it was, that was very foolish of you. Did he stop his sword? I simply thought I could block your blade whenever I wanted. Whoa. Does that make me a fool? I'm not sure. I might change my mind if you can block this next move too. I'm impressed you managed to grab my sword with your bare hands. You're definitely no ordinary goblin. Okay, so that's his species, I was wondering. Yes, that's right. I'm somewhat different from humans. What do you mean? Although the tower's laws are absolute for humans, I'm sure you're aware that they are slightly more lenient towards other species. For example, if a human doesn't pass the test, they can't enter the inner level, but objects certainly can. My commander in the workshop took that as a hint to mean that if they could mix human and non-human beings to create beings that are both human and somewhat different from humans, maybe they could create humans who defy the laws of the tower like objects, machines, or animals. So they did some research, and as a result, we were born. Are his lieutenants genetically modified like beings? Or are they ignition weapons like Bam became with the Thorn, and there was the other guy in the from the workshop. I forget his name. He was in Kuhn's lighthouse. But are they ignition weapons, or are they some sort of modified being? Maybe they could create humans who defy the laws of the tower like object machines. Some research, and result we were born. We're not perfect, but we fall slightly outside the limits of the tower's laws. I, in particular, was created using all kinds of capturing items in the tower, which means the usual law that Ari's sword cannot be beaten doesn't affect me at all. So REA swordsmanship doesn't work on this guy, or what is it he says? Okay, so it doesn't sound like he can beat it, but maybe he can counteract the special properties that it has. At least the swordsmanship has, with Shinsu. I'm like your natural enemy. So you're basically just an experiment that those with an inferiority complex made to comfort themselves. Almost every single one of you guys like you Almost every single one of the guys like you I've run into before has been a failed experiment. Would you like to try and find out? Let's see whether or not a failure like me can defeat you in that sword of yours. Oh man. Well, this won't be boring at least. I hope White's got enough souls. To be continued. Oh man. Okay. That's the chapter. That's the chapter. Okay. So this is what I've been waiting for. This is nice. Um, got to see some action finally. Got to see Bam use some of his Shinsu. White got a little bit of action in. I'm waiting to see some of that real Ari swordsmanship. But this was good. We got the rule. We got to see the game in action a little bit. It's very straightforward, very clear, of course, as some of the games in the tower are. This is going to be interesting. It's going to force a lot of matchups and a lot of things that are going to be uncomfortable for a lot of this main crew. So I'm here to see a lot of that I guess agony, or the strife that they're going to have to go through in order to get through this. Especially Yama, if he's going to have to go through 20 straight prisons of having to make a choice of, you're free or you're dead, but he can't, or making a choice between all these different people and his one species. So I think there's going to be a point where Yama is going to be very conflicted, and he might have to go and let them free. I really think one of those cages holds some canine people, perhaps some of the ones that he was with now. Maybe Yasrach still has some of that older generation kind of that belonged with his father. I would not be surprised at all if something like that came out. So Yama's going to be interesting. Bam is going to have a really tough time now that he learned what's going to happen. Bam's is going to mess up a few times. He's going to let some of these people go. He's going to lose turns, and I think he's going to have to take that jump route. I think that was highlighted specifically because Bam's the type that's going to have to go ahead and use something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up saving a few turns to let some of these people free, and then he just tries to save himself at the end. Because, if Bam's selfish that way, he always somehow gets what he wants. Sometimes at the cost of others, but he's willing to put himself out there for it. I was actually surprised we didn't get to see much of Evankhell, as well as Caliban. I kind of want to see what their maps look like. It seems like Yasrach has sort of divided a map kind of particular for every person. It seems like, unless it's maybe just Yama because he's petty like that, and he really wants to push him. So I kind of want to see what their map looks like. A lot of these other matchups that are going to be happening inside the Cat Tower, we see that some of these rankers are meeting up. I don't know if it's by design or if it's by random, because if that's the case, Khun and Ship and Hats, they're going to have a real difficult time trying to deal with these core commanders and Mancheni's people. And if a Khun is among one of Mancheni's 3 fighters, Khun's going to probably run into one of his siblings, and that's going to really push him. But I'm here for that. I really want to see that from Khun. I think it's time we see him sort of get reignited and get a spark in him. But yeah, this was a solid chapter. I can't wait till next week. See some of these matchups going, some of these fights. But yeah, that's kind of all the thoughts I've got. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter in the comments down below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and tune in to Nia D. Hemming's stream. He's probably getting into this Tower God discussion. If you don't know who Nia D. Hemmings is, go check him out on YouTube. He's probably one of the leading Tower of God YouTubers on here. So definitely go give him a check out. But with that, see you guys. Have a good night. Bye.